Graham, in The Intelligent Investor, teaches the investor to have the proper framework. And that's going to be the key. It's not a get-rich scheme. It's not something where you follow these 3 steps and you're guaranteed wealth. He gives the intellectual framework on how to look at investing. And what did he say? He said the 3 main principles which are still so prevalent today as they were when he wrote these 80 years ago. 1, he said, don't look at stocks as wiggles and jiggles on a chart. In fact, look at stocks as pieces of a business, which they all are. That's what a stock is. For example, if all 100 of us in this room invested X amount of dollars each, and we all own a corporation, we would all own 1 fraction of that business. That's what a stock is. By owning a piece of the company, you're buying your rights. You have a share of the earnings, you have a share in management, you have a share in say, you have a share in the cash flow and everything else of that company. So buying into the company was not looking at a wiggle jiggle on a chart. Look at the stock as a business. Secondly, Mr. Market is there to serve you, not guide you. He created an analogy of how to look and deal with market fluctuations. Instead of getting upset one day when the market's down or euphoric the next day when the market was up, he created a Mr. Market. He said, Mr. Market is manic depressive. One day, he's extremely sad, and the next day, he's extremely euphoric. Each day, he's going to knock on your door, and he's going to offer to buy your shares when he's extremely euphoric, or sell you his shares when he's extremely depressed. He said, the great thing about Mr. Market, he doesn't care if he's ignored. Only use him or take advantage of him when it's to your advantage. So the days he comes to you with an exceedingly low price, buy, and the day he comes to offer you an extremely high price, sell. Use Mr. Market to your advantage. He's not there to tell you where markets are going like we saw the other Dow theory and others to look at past trends. Instead, he said, no, Mr. Market's there to serve you at your request and your impetus, instead of letting him tell you where things are going. And last thing, he wrote about the margin of safety. Warren Buffett said these are the 3 most important words of investing. What is a margin of safety? Margin of safety is buying $1 for 50 cents. If you buy $1 for 50 cents, a lot of things could go wrong, but you own something worth $1 that you bought at a ridiculously low price. The less you know about the future or what you feel something is worth, the bigger the margin of safety. For example, very quick example, an iPhone. If I offered you the iPhone 5 now, without even knowing exactly how much they are, for $10, how many people would want to buy it from me? How much are iPhone 5s? 300, 500, 800, 900. It's all over the place, but we know it's more than $10. If I offered to sell you my iPhone 5 for $1,000 or $2,000 to be more ridiculous, how many people would want to buy it then? And the answer is because you know the value of it. As we get closer to knowing the value of something, the less margin of safety we need. When we really don't know the value of something or too many variables can change, we want a bigger margin of safety.